Yeah, that last one I put on, they said, you want to promote this on? No, I can't. I don't have any other. All I got is YouTube. I had Facebook, but they kicked me off Facebook for being a good person. They kicked. I went against their community standards because I cussed them out because they wouldn't stand up to share the applied physics of the Lord's Prayer with me. I kept trying to get it to you. You say you're these good people. You say you want all this stuff, but you're full of crap. On YouTube, no, they're just using algorithms for philanthropy. They don't have all this community standards. They have certain things they have to follow because Congress says so. And I'm allowed to talk about what I need to talk about, and they don't censor me and tell me to shut up. So, and then they have this thing on here. It says, Tack Room Bible Talk. God ain't on your side. Part 2. It's like, God's omnipotent and omnipotent. What was going on with Anne Frank there, Dwayne? Why was Jesus crucified, Dwayne? Why was Peter crucified, Dwayne? Why was John's head cut off by Herod and while the Romans said it was okay when he was an innocent man? God ain't on your side, part 3. Okay. God's omniscient and omnipotent. If you have faith in God, you don't murder people with large groups of idolatrous psychopaths, right? Wouldn't that be a more appropriate way to, to express yourself, right? God ain't on your side. God ain't on nobody's side. Okay? God's omniscient and omnipotent. If you believe in God and you have faith that there is a God, then you stand up for everybody's life so they don't get murdered by crazy philanthropist wackadoodle groups. Like Jesus and Peter. And if you believe God ain't on your side and God chooses sides, then you're somebody in a Gestapo uniform trying to hunt down and kill Anne Frank, right? Oh, damn. These people, they're dumb. They're dumb. They read a book and then they think they understand the book. If you can't, when you read a book, right? If you can't discern between myth and reality and what people think they're thinking and what they're actually thinking, and you can't sit there and tell yourself, when I was a kid, I had a lot of trouble reading the Bible because it was inconsistent. And it didn't make sense to me. Because I was like, wait a minute, how come God did magic stuff with the Moses and didn't do the magic stuff for David? And how come God made David kill Goliath by himself and Samson kill him all by himself, but God kills all the Egyptians for Moses? Why didn't God just come down and kill all the Philistines and why didn't God kill all the Persians for Ruth? And Mordecai, why did Mordecai have to go out in the street? Why does God pick and choose who he's going to get publicly fucked and abused and who he's going to come magically saved? It don't make no sense, right? I mean, anybody with half a lick of sense would sit there and go, I think they got their fools mixed up. You must think that I'm someone else. So obviously, anywhere in the text that's been turned into mythology, it's because they want you to believe in mythology. Oh, how Roman of you. How Zeus and Apollo of you. Hey, Venus, if you will, please send a little girl for me to thrill. A girl who wants my kisses in my arms. A girl with all the charms of you. Venus, make her fair. A lovely girl with sunlight in her hair. And take the brightest stars up in the skies and place them in her eyes for me. Venus, goddess of love that you are. Surely the thing that I ask can't be too great of a carrying task. Venus, if you do, I promise I'll never pretend to be Fire Marshal Bob or whoever I was to. I'll give her all the love I have to give, and I promise never to paint any more stupid paintings about Donald Trump for money. Oh, Venus, make my wish come true. Girl, you're obnoxious. Well, yes, I am. Okay. Thank you. I'm not making fun of Frankie Valli. That's not Frankie Valli. Frankie Avalon. Beauty school dropout. Flung shampoo. Yeah. I like Frankie Valli also. Grease is the word that you heard. I do like his post you know, big girls don't cry. I like his disco era stuff better than his big girls don't cry, don't cry. I don't like his falsetto. I like Swear to God. And I like Swear to God. I like My Eyes Adored You. And I like them all. Who loves you, pretty baby? Who's gonna love you, mama? So I like Frankie, and I also like Frankie Avalon. Okay. I'm not making fun of Frankie Avalon. I like Frankie Avalon. I like Beauty School Dropout. And I also, Venus was one of my favorites when I was young. Venus make her fair, a lovely girl with sunlight in her hair. And pray take the brightest stars up in the skies and place them in her eyes for me. Venus, goddess of love that you are, surely the things I ask can't be too great a task. Venus, if you do, I promise that I'll always love you too, true. I'll give her all the love I have to give, as long as we both shall live. Oh, Venus. It's a good tune, right? I'm not making fun of it. I'm just being obnoxious because people are stupid. God ain't on your side. Oh, is he on Frankie Valli's side or Frankie Avalon's side? What about Tony Rennis? I like Quando, Quando, Quando. He sings in Italiano. Okay. Tu entiendes? Like, volare, oh, cantare, oh. Have you heard Ella Fitzgerald sing it in English? It's real. Well, she also sings it in Italian and English. No wonder my happy heart sings. Your love has given it wings. I don't have that. Or maybe I do. I think I do have it. I do have it on my MP3. I did record that one. Yeah, Volare by Ella Fitzgerald. We all know how Earl feels about Ella Fitzgerald. Yeah, she's one of my favorites. I love her so much. First, I thought it was Nancy Wilson. Thought I was Love a couple times before with the Girl Next Door. But that was all. It was like, wow, I don't know. I don't know who I like better. I don't have to like either one better. I just have to be in the mood. I'm a music slut. What can I say? I'm a music slut. Just like when we were doing the canvassing for the Obama thing, when they gave me a job to make it look like they were my friends back in 2012, and I asked Marilee if I could take a sandwich to Zeke. Why? Because, and then John, Juno, and all the guys were like, you are a dog slut. You're a total dog slut, Earl. Okay. You come home letting other dogs, well, I'm canvassing the other dogs to get me and lick me, and then I'll eat a sandwich and not bring home one for Zeke. He'll come and sniff me and go, you smell of other dog and a sandwich, and you didn't even bring a sandwich home? Well, no, you dog slut. He'd give me a look, and he'd go lay by the door and look at me like, you slut, you bastard, you bitch. It's a thin line between potentate. You potentate? Love and hate. Potentate. But I'm not a foreign potentate. I was born in Las Cruces, New Mexico. It's actually a state. But yeah, it was hilarious. So the guys all agreed, yeah, help him, let him have a sandwich for Zeke. He can't be a dog slut. Thank you, guys. You're welcome. Okay. So I'd always take some sandwich to Zeke. Yeah, then he'd come home. I don't care if the other dogs look at you. You bought me roast beef sandwich. The no au jus sauce? You didn't bring the au jus sauce? The fireman took it. I'm sorry, I can't help myself. I'm obnoxious, right? That is so annoying, though. God ain't on your side. Oh, seriously? Okay, have you read the Bible? Yes, I understand that's confusing. Okay, but do you understand omniscience? Do you understand omnipotence? Apparently Ned Flanders does on, what's that guy's? Matt Groening does, the bus driver man? Yeah. I think that's his cameo is, Otto, the bus driver man. I've seen Matt Groening. I was like, is that Matt Groening? Is Matt Groening Otto, the bus driver? Yeah. He could be. Maybe. I'd be thinking that. Y'all think that? I don't know. Does Tim Burton put himself in cameos in his little things that he does too? Did Dr. Seuss put himself in cameos in his? What about Mel Blanc? Mel Blanc's Yosemite Sam. I'm just kidding. No, he's not. I've seen Mel Blanc on the Cy and Sue and C on the Ed Sullivan Show and shit. He was also a comedian before when he did the voices. They pick Shrek was written for Chris Farley, but Chris Farley died, so another comedian took over Mike Myers. All right, there you go. And so they use lots of comedians' voices for cartoons. Get out of here. Carol Burnett is the Wickersham brother lady with the kangaroo from with the Jim Carrey with the Horton Hears a Who there. Yeah. So yeah. Why didn't they do that with Boris Karloff? Boris Karloff is wonderful on The Grinch. Okay. He's the best. Everybody loves Boris Karloff. I like him as Mr. My favorite is, I do have a favorite of him. I like his Mr. Wong movies. Yeah. I think he's wonderful as Mr. Wong. I think he's very respectful. I think he plays the character with a lot of dignity and respect. I think, I like Boris Karloff. Anybody else like Boris? I also like him in Charlie China that, but me too. It's good in that too. Yeah. So, but Earl, what else? I ain't never seen his Frankenstein movies, yeah. I don't even think I seen Bela Lugosi's. The one that scared the shit out of me was Jack frickin' Palance. He scared the shit out of me as Dracula as a kid. He was scarier than Christopher Lee. Yeah, okay. Why? Because Jack Palance kind of reminds me of my dad and Cristiano Ronaldo. Right. Cristiano Ronaldo. Have you seen El Tigre? Have you ever seen Shane? Okay. Go look at Jack Palance when he was young, and then go look at Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh my gosh, yeah, they do look a lot alike. Yeah. Toriano. I did not cut my hair. Right? With Charlton Heston? Yeah. No, he's a very handsome fellow. He was an actor. Okay. Toriano, right? So, yeah, he and El Tigre, those older movies when he was very young. He's a very handsome fellow, very athletic, very handsome. Jack Palance. When he got older, he played the crazy Civil War guy trying to go out and kill Charlton Heston on his land, right? Stuff like this. And played Curly from City Slickers, right? God, we send you Curly. Don't piss him off. It's like you don't send God. You don't send anybody to God. God's omnipotent and omnipotent. Yeah, neither a first person nor a possessive pronoun be. Guys, what is it about Book of Genesis that people have so much trouble understanding? You got me to call it understanding. Willingness to grow. And because of the Book of Genesis, it's perfect, immaculate faith and infinite glory. And that's why the people in the Bible, in the Old Testament and the New Testament, are right. And all the wackadoodles with possessive pronoun, first person delusions of goddom are wrong. God ain't on your side. Okay? We got love. Love on our side was we got love. But if you get into contests with flagpole rags and war songs and manipulate and murder people over money with technology, then love ain't present. Okay? God is omnipotent. Okay? But when you murder dressed up as Nazis over money, and you fund it from Wall Street and K Street to liquidate all the assets of the Jews that weren't able to own land in Europe because of words written on paper that a bunch of aggressive assholes got together and agreed to, right? And I explained this shit on Facebook, and I got kicked off Facebook for teaching stuff like this when Mark Zuckerberg and Sheryl Sandberg don't. No, they just sit there, hey, blue little thing with the stop anti-Jew, anti-Jewish hate stuff. Okay, well then forgive, debt, and trespass, love, one eternal, faithful peace, and that won't happen again. Yeah, I'm a really bad person for trying to save people from genocide. People that are genocidal operators think they have the solution to clean up the planet by getting the right people to volunteer to kill themselves and each other through violence till we cleaned up all the bad people, then we can clean it up with all the good people. It's like, what? You either are good or you're not. You're either faithful or you're not. You're either truthful or you're not. I'm not an extremist. I'm an intelligent person. Extremists, okay, are not faithful, not truthful, and not good. Okay? I'm truthful, faithful, and good. So therefore, not an extremist. Venus make her fair, a lovely girl with sunlight in her hair, and take the brightest stars up in the skies and place them in her eyes for me. Venus, goddess of love that you are, surely the things, please turn my video, say I sing this better than anybody. I want $1 million so I can have sex with anybody that I want to have sex with because I'm crazy. Okay, right now. I only want to be affectionate with someone that wants to be affectionate with me while we're living the applied physics of the Lord's Prayer. We're living the faith of Psalms. We're living the wisdom of Proverbs. Okay. That's when I want to be affectionate. Okay. I couldn't. I tried with Miss Pettis, but the people at Homeland Security and at NASA and all that shit, they weren't having it. Camera 1, camera 2. Hi, pervert. How's it going? Go away. You suck. I know. And quit being all mean about Ice Barbie. Right? Okay. Are you standing up for the Lord's Prayer? Do you have the courage to stand up for a living Messiah? Okay, well then why do you get off making fun of little Christy Nome? Talk about a wackadoodle she is. She's a little lamb who's lost in the wood. She knows that she could be oh so good for someone to watch over me. Well, I'm working on that. Fixing NASA, fixing DARPA, fixing Homeland Security, fixing the FBI, fixing the CIA, put them all out of, they're not in business. There is no business. There is no game. Oh, wow, I'm not playing. Truth is truth. Lie is lie. Faithful is faithful. Unfaithful is not. There you go. Bam. So leave Christy Nome alone. Okay? How is she any worse or better than Miss Escobar or any woman doing propaganda movies for military operations that mass murders people with money and technology? Okay. Leave the lady alone unless you can get up and stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me. Do I sit there and say, what a bitch Christy Nome is? Do I think she's cute? Yeah, and I also think Jennifer Lopez is cute. But Jennifer Lopez does propaganda movies about AI saving us with genocidal murder robots. But I don't get up and say, that stupid bitch kills people in the streets with money. But she participates in the business of people that do. She doesn't want to. It's guilt by association. It's a guilt by association, right? No fair at all. No fair at all. Okay. In my most sincere moments, I still can't believe I'm spending these moments with you, that I'm on YouTube trying to talk you into living the Lord's Prayer. You say you love your children and your family, but it's not true. Ice, ice, baby. Something does rhyme with Winkle, it's Dinkle. And I'm Dinkle Man, and the Pentagon knows it, and they're trying to make it look like I don't exist, but I'm the sexual legend of the military in the U.S. Air Force, and I'm not going to let it go. Because, damn it, Venus, if you will, take me to the river, baby. That's Howard Hewitt and Shalimar. Okay. Yeah, have you ever heard it? Val loved it when she was a little funker. Yeah. She used to play, take me to the river, baby. How's it go? I went to Venus, the planet of love. I met Venus, the goddess of love. And then I said to her, is this really paradise? And no, it's not. Have you ever been to Venus? Have you seen the actual film footage of Venus? Okay. There ain't no love happening on Venus. Okay. You set a camera on there, it turns into popcorn. And you can't eat it because it burns like your popcorn you leave in the microwave for 24 minutes instead of 2 to 4 minutes. Yeah. That's Venus. Okay. Wow. I'm your Venus. I'm your fire at your desire. Venus, I don't want nothing to do with you. You're a planet in the sky that I can't live on. Like I can't have candy bars on Mars. And the girls go to Jupiter to get more stupider. It would be stupid to go to Jupiter to try to live like you live and love on planet Earth. There you go. Right? So stop talking shit about all the women on Capitol Hill. And stop talking shit about everybody that makes money off of doing shit that you do in your hometown. Right? I'm a representative. I'm a senator. Screw the poor. I saw History of the World Part 1. Yeah. So, yeah. That's funny. Do you like Gregory Hines too? Yeah, me too. I like Gregory Hines. Yeah. Do you like what's her name? Gosh darn it, she's hilarious. She's one of my favorites. Very sexy woman. What was her? Funny as heck. You know, yes, 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 no. Face it, everything below the waist is kaput. What's her name again? Madeline Kahn. That's it, Madeline Kahn. You like Madeline Kahn too? She's funny. Snitzengruben, right? But yeah, she was adorable. Yeah, she was hilarious. I also love her in Young Frankenstein too. Me too. Me too. Me too. All right, it was nice talking to you, Beverly D'Angelo. Well, let's go for a European vacation. I don't want to go to Europe. I don't want to ever have to go to Europe if I don't have to. One, I get seasick. Two, I don't like to fly. Where are you going to spend out the rest of your life? In the Gila, and then maybe taking trips occasionally to, Puerto Vallarta, or, no, I'd rather go to Cancun, not Cancun, is it not Cancun? Puerto Vallarta. I'd rather go to the, the little, Baja California, Acero. Yeah, I just rather go, where I'm from. I don't need to go all the way to the Eastern time zone to hang out on the La Playa Awaits. And I don't drink booze because it's yak piss and that stuff kills your brain cells and pickles your liver, son. Right, so you know what I mean? Okay, so am I obnoxious? I've got love on my side. What about God? God's omniscient, omnipotent. God doesn't pick or choose sides. God gives us free will to love or not to love. That is the question. Are you faithful?